So, what is Blade? What's the story of Blade? Well, at the beginning, or when Blade's mom was expecting to give birth to him, just minutes before she went into labor, she was attacked by a vampire, got bitten in the neck, and seconds after she got attacked, her water broke. So the doctors had to staunch the bleeding, and they had to save the baby in the process. We don't really know what happened to Blade's mom, sadly enough, but we do know what happened to Blade when he grew up. We find out that Blade, because his mom was bitten by the vampire earlier, before he was born, he now has the strength and powers of a vampire, and he doesn't have any of their weaknesses. Well, one though, blood. He craves it like no tomorrow. And thanks to Whistler, like I said in the last video, his inventor, Whistler invents this serum to help him stop his blood cravings. Honestly, seeing him getting shot up with all those needles, it's kind of like seeing diabetics shooting up their insulin and taking their blood sugar. Almost, anyway. But Blade is quite the vampire hunter. Like I said, he is like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but more extreme. Like I said, I wish that they made a film where they feature Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Blade together. But I guess show business has a mind of its own. Anyways, I really enjoy watching vampire action flicks, just like the Blade films. I actually saw the first Blade film countless times. I didn't really watch the second one until I found out Guillermo del Toro directed the second one, so I'm going to watch that next. After we meet Blade all grown up, he is now a fully functional vampire hunter. And he also uncovers the truth behind Frost, our main antagonist. Frost is planning a war between humans and the vampires. So the vampires are planning a war against the humans. Oh boy. Just your typical superhero evildoer, right? Rule the world! But still enjoyable. The one thing I don't like are the outdated special effects. You can just tell that, the special effects kind of take the fun out of it, just for like a couple of seconds. Like, the majority of the special effects are still good, but the other half of the special effects, they're like, you're like, oh my goodness, I can tell those are fake instantly. Well, some special effects you can tell are fake, and yes, they do take the fun out of some parts of the film, just for a little bit. The majority of the film, you're going to be like, yeah, like, come on, this is your basic superhero film with a vampire twist. But just remember, this is a film for older folks, okay? People like between the ages of 16, my age, and older. That's the target audience, okay? I know Marvel films today are towards younger children, people my age, teenagers, and adults. But this one is more for the absolute mature crowd. Just a reminder, okay? But overall, I really thought Blade was a decent introduction superhero film, so I'm just going to give it 8 out of 10 film cameras. Now, keep in mind, I don't really like the special effects, and I don't really like how they depicted Frost. Now that I know Guillermo del Toro directed the second film, that's the one I'm going to see next, and I'm looking forward to it. And yes, I know Ron Perlman's in the second one.